Shan, and welcome to Just Breathe. Today I'm going to take you through a yoga class about confidence. There's a lot of questions unanswered at the moment, and we find that when we need to answer a question or we want to take control of a situation, we've got a choice to make. We need to find the confidence to do so. We need to find the confidence to make the right decision for ourselves. So hopefully this will give you a little bit of a boost. There's some beautiful power poses in here this morning. So grab everything you need, your mats, your blocks, your cushions and blankets, and try and make the space around you comfortable for you. Hopefully you won't be disturbed and you can really take this time to focus on yourself. Come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means to you at this stage. Let's take our hands into the heart center. This is Anjali Mudra, our prayer position, ready for our mantra and our chant of Om. I always begin with the chant of Om being the sound of the universe, a way for me to connect with you and to connect with myself and my practice, and to dispel negative energy. I'm going to close my eyes down. You can soften your gaze and join in as you wish. In a moment we'll take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale chant of Om. Here we go. Deep breath in. Relax the hands down, and let's take a moment to go through our check-in. Our time to notice how we're feeling in our physical body, our breath and our mind. Starting with the physical body, noticing any aches and pains, any tension, any tightness here, any sensations at all. Is anything coming up for you in your physical body? Just beginning to become aware of that. Through this awareness we can practice our ahimsa, our non-harming. Maybe scanning the body. Maybe you're already aware of your injuries, your ailments. And then moving on to the breath, noticing where you're breathing and how you're breathing, and how it feels to breathe naturally, comfortably. Are there any restrictions? No right or wrong answers, but again, just becoming familiar with your own breath, taking a moment to stop and notice your breath. And then lastly, coming to the mind, to the chitter-chatter, to the endless to-do lists, to those hesitations, questions, anxieties and worries. Let's begin to quieten them down, leave them outside of the room, they'll be there when we get back. I'm going to take 3 deep, sighing, cleansing breaths. These breaths are here to help everything release from deep in our diaphragm. So in a moment we'll take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, sigh the breath out. If there are any anxieties, worries or questions that you need to let go of, use that out breath to blow them away. Here we go. Deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. And again, inhale. Sigh it out. One more time. Inhale. Wonderful. Gently blink the eyes open. Or keep them closed if you wish, as we take the chin down to the chest and start to move our physical body. Circling the head and the neck. Imagine you're drawing circles with the head. Mobilizing the head and the neck and easing out any tension or tightness. Moving slowly and mindfully. And the next time that chin comes back to center, go back the other way. Pause for a minute and then go back the other way. No rush. Always move slowly with the head and never drop the head all the way back as you look up. Again, no rush, but the next time that chin comes back to center, stop and lift it back to parallel. From here, let's turn the head over to the left. Take a deep breath in. Drop the chin to the shoulder. Inhale, lifting the chin, taking it all the way over to the right. Exhale, dropping the chin to the shoulder. Lovely, gently coming back to center. Let's just take a few shoulder rolls. to boost our confidence, we want to boost our posture. We want to keep our head held high and our chest and our hearts open, our shoulders drawn back. So let's just mobilise those shoulders for a moment, ease out any tension. Fantastic. If you're on a block or a cushion, removing that now. I'm going to place mine to one side as we swing our legs round to one side to come into an all fours tabletop position. Here in our all fours position, we come into tabletop, making sure to stack all of our joints. So wrists, elbows and shoulders all in alignment, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to take this 3 times. We tuck the tailbone under, hollow out the abdomen, round the shoulders and take the chin to the chest. Release the tailbone, release the belly and lift the head. Once again, we tuck the tailbone, we round the shoulders and we take the chin to the chest. And we release the tailbone, we release the belly and lift the head. One more time, tuck the tailbone, try and move from the tailbone first. And then release the tailbone, release the belly. Lift the head and the heart through. Starting to come into a neutral spine and then make your way to set up for a downward facing dog. I'm going to take my hands a little further forward and tuck the toes under. So start to send my tailbone back. Just getting used to coming into that position where we're going to take our bottoms up and high to the sky. Pressing into the hands, spreading the fingers if you can. Send that tailbone up and back as we begin to straighten out through the legs. Maybe today you feel like you need to walk the feet out. That's always appropriate, especially if you're feeling tight in the legs at all. Or maybe you prefer to just hold the posture. Pressing away with the hands, pressing those heels towards the earth. Lifting the bottom high and as though you're trying to take the chest through to the thighs, making a connection here. And let's look towards the front of the mat, depending how energetic you're feeling today. Make some baby steps, or I'm going to jump through into a deep forward fold. My knees are going to stay bent as I begin to roll up through the spine nice and slowly, and tucking my head and chin last unless there's any dizziness. Hi. Turning to come onto the long side of your mat here, we're going to go through our power poses. So power in that we're trying to draw energy from these poses. So not that they're difficult or strong, but more that we're trying to create some power and some confidence here from these postures today. Bringing the feet hip width apart, the arms down at the side of the body. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders up and back one more time, opening the chest. Tuck the tailbone under and ground down through the feet. Maybe even lifting the toes one at a time, placing them back down onto the earth. To spread those toes, draw your roots down firmly into the earth. Soften the knees. Lift the head. Feel as though there's that white light drawing you up into the universe, up into the sky, but you're grounded at the same time. You're a strong mountain. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Take our hands onto our hips and we start to take our stance a little wider. Draw those shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together and look up. The chin slightly comes up this time as we're in our superhero pose. I think officially called Superman, but I'm going to say superhero. Gender equality. So here we are in our superhero pose, standing tall. Just notice how you feel as you lift the chin and you open the heart and you really begin to feel strong and confident, even if you're not there yet. We can walk the walk, can't we? Even if we're not internally talking the talk, let's make baby steps towards feeling like this strong, confident person, trusting ourselves. Maybe you close the eyes and just take deep breaths. Or maybe you open the eyes and look those problems, those choices and decisions straight in the eye. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Starting to take the stance a little wider again. As wide as you can on your mats here. Let's take a deep breath in. This time taking the arms out to star pose. So beautiful, glimmering, shining stars that you are. Again, the chin stays lifted. The fingers spread, so try and spread the fingers. And maybe again you want to draw the arms back a little bit to open the chest even more. Or maybe you're okay as you are. But ground down through those feet. Tuck the tailbone. Lift the heart. Lovely. Relax the arms down. And then inhale, draw them back out to the sides. And on the exhale, wrap the right arm on top, left arm underneath. Give yourself a hug and squeeze. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, left arm on top, right arm underneath. Hug and squeeze. Wonderful, and release. Hands come onto the hips. We're going to come down into a wide leg forward fold, but we want to keep the heart and the chest open to open these shoulders. So we're going to take a block. Maybe you've got a box or some books you can use just in front of the mat. Maybe you've got your yoga block prepared. So we're going to take the hands onto the hips. We're coming down into our wide-legged forward fold. Keep the knees soft, and we're going to hinge from the hips, keep the chest open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, folding forward from the hips as we come down just halfway. So we're only going halfway here. We want to keep that chest open. Maybe you can draw those elbows back a little more. Keep the neck long. Maybe bend and soften the knees if you need to. And staying here for a couple of breaths. This halfway position, flat back position. And releasing the hands in front, either taking them onto the block. Maybe you keep that up this way, but I want you to keep the length in the spine. So either stay high on the block, or maybe you feel it's time to drop it down and just stay on the fingers, or maybe you can take it a bit further onto the palms. It's up to you, but keeping that length in the spine as we just take a halfway flat back position here. Deep breath in and out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's take those hands back to the hips slowly with control, especially in the abdominal muscles. Let's bring ourselves back up to standing. Lovely. Just going to take that block and place it to one side. Just so you can see me, you can leave yours wherever it is. I'm going to start to heel toe the feet in. So heel toe, walk those feet in, ready for a balance. We're going to do flamingo today. So keep the hands onto the hips again, keep rolling those shoulders back, opening that heart, lifting that chin, ground down through the left leg, and then coming onto the ball of the right foot. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you take a deep breath in, you find that drishti point, you find your focal point, something that's not moving, and you take it up into a one-legged flamingo. So beautiful pink, bright flamingos on their one leg. Maybe you need a wall, that's absolutely fine. Find a space where you've got some wall. Again, draw those shoulders back if you wish, but take that focal point, stay strong in the leg. Try and stay even in the hips if you can. And then we're going to take the right leg back. So either take it down to the floor first, or just take it straight back. Take it behind you, and then take the right arm out and round to reach for the right foot to come into a quad stretch. So bringing that foot in as close to the bottom as you can. Again, lifting the heart. I'm now going to take my left hand into my heart center, so into my half Anjali Mudra, half prayer position, connecting with my heart. I'm going to release my right leg down now. Bring my right hand to meet my left, and just roll my shoulders back to take a moment again into a mountain posture. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Take the hands back onto the hips, we'll do the other side. So ground down through the right leg. The left foot, either come to the tiptoes or the ball of the foot. Prepare if you need your wall. See where you are today. And then I'm going to take it onto a one-legged flamingo. You can see them, can't you, with their legs tucked up underneath. Beautifully striding around. Strong and confident they are in their beauty, and is all of you. Lift that heart, lift those shoulders back if you want some more opening. Otherwise, let's take that left leg back, take the heel into the bottom, and reach back with that left leg. I'm just going to turn to the side actually, just so you can see both directions of that. So this is our flamingo, and then this is our quad stretch. So roll that shoulder back. I'm going to take my right hand to my heart centre to make that connection. Keep my chin high, keep my head high. Take one more deep breath and release. Wonderful, well done. I'm going to start coming back down onto the mat now, so feet come hip width apart. Bring the hands into the heart centre. We're going to come down through kind of a squat chair. So keep and lift that heart high, still keep that chest open, keep that chin up. And then we're going to bend into the knees. So bend really, really slowly into the knees. You can face the other way if you want to, but I'm coming down so I can see you guys, so you can see me. I'm going to take my hands onto my hips. Begin to fold forward with my chest again, keeping my heart open. Folding forward for my chest and then releasing my hands. So I'm just in this squat position now. I'm going to stay here for a moment, relax my head and neck, take a deep breath. Pressing my abdomen onto my thighs. One more deep breath here. And then we're going to make our way onto the mat. So I'm going to take it down one knee at a time. You make your way however you need to. Sitting down onto our bottoms on the long edge of the mat and swinging our legs out straight. So we're coming to staff pose now. Staff pose, I want you to press those feet away, lift the toes towards you, activate the legs, long in the legs. Take the hands at the side of the body and lift up through the spine, elongate the spine. Really lift through the spine again, lift the heart, lift the chest. Use those hands to lift you, but then try not to take the work into the arms. Use the back, use the muscles of the abdomen, and again, Manipura chakra to keep us strong here, sitting up tall, shining our light. If you're starting to feel like you're starting to slouch, inhale and lift it up. 2 more breaths here. And let's begin to release those arms. And then take one foot in, bend it in, and take the other knee in. Wrap the arms around to give yourself a little hug and squeeze. Wonderful. We're going to come down to lying now, ready for our Shavasana. So take your time, keep the knees bent. Slowly come onto the elbows, making your way all the way down to the mat. Keeping the knees bent for now as we take the right knee in and the left knee in. Give yourself one more hug. Can't have enough hugs at the moment, especially for ourselves. Rock and roll from side to side. And then let's take one knee down and the other. Find your perfect resting posture. So if you want to stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, come into full Shavasana where the legs are long, the feet come out to the sides. There's space between the arms and the body, and the palms are facing out. I'm going to lift my head, tuck my chin if you wish to do the same, and roll back down along the spine, creating length. Know now that over these next few moments there's nowhere to go and nothing to do. As you start to take your attention to your own natural breathing. How slow, how rhythmic the breath is. And know that you're safe, you're secure, you're supported by your mat, by the foundations of your home and by the earth. And we take the attention to Manipura chakra, to this space in our solar plexus, in our abdomen, and as we inhale, we draw a golden light into our abdomen. As we exhale, we allow that golden light to encapsulate and surround the whole of our body, our every being. And again, inhale the golden light. Exhale, let it surround you. One more time. Now take your mind to visualizing a beautiful blue sky. The sun is shining golden in the corner, notice white clouds beginning to drift in. Each cloud perfect in its every difference. On each cloud we place a worry, a thought, an anxiety, a choice, a decision, and we let it float by. Practicing now, every time something pops into the mind or there's something you need to let go of, pop it onto a cloud and let it float by. We're not pushing it away, just allowing it to carry on its own perfect journey. Either continuing with your worry clouds, starting to bring yourself back into the room, being reassured that you have the confidence to make the decisions that are right for you at the right time. Ultimately trusting and knowing that what will be will be. We start to make little movements, maybe wiggle the fingers and the toes, maybe rock the head from side to side, or just carry on with your cloud meditation. Carry on with ridding yourself of all of those worries, cloud by cloud. I'm going to start to move myself onto my favourite side. And then slowly and mindfully bring myself back up to a seated position. If you want to come with me, I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like or subscribe or leave me a comment. Let me know how you got on. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. We bring our hands to the heart centre and we bow to each other. Om Shanti. May the light and love and peace within me recognise the light and love and peace within you.